Hello, everybody. Welcome to All Villa, No Filler. Please remember to like and subscribe. Subscribe if you hate the Blues. If you don't subscribe, it means you support Birmingham City. Those are the rules. I didn't write them, but it's just what I heard. It's just a rumor I heard going around. So, you have to subscribe now, don't you? Um, it's all gone a bit quiet, hasn't it, in the world of Aston Villa? Um, After a sort of non-stop, quite overwhelming late June with all the various transfer maneuverings. Douglas Luiz going off to Juventus. Missed a penalty last night for Brazil against Uruguay, an all-important one in the penalty shootout in Copa America, which means that Brazil are out. Sorry for him. Kind of good for him, really. Follows on from the miss he had against Olympiacos as well. Yeah, must be a tough moment for him. So hopefully he does all right out of that. Alicia Lehman's also gone to Juventus, or he's going. And otherwise, Ezri Konsa, the starring role he's taken for England. I think it was a role that I think we always knew he was capable of. It's it's the same old story with Aston Villa, isn't it? I think as Villa fans, we all see these players and we all know their qualities. And I think the what sets Konsa apart is that, I've always thought Konsa is a player who can play to a world-class level. I said that years ago when he started at Villa 3, 4 years ago. I remember people joking about it when I said it. Well, look at him now. Starting in a back three for England. Yes, I understand he's there because of injuries, but the fact of the matter is, it shows his versatility that he's capable of playing at left back in a role he very rarely ever plays for anybody. He's certainly, I haven't seen him play that for Villa. I can't think of any occasions. He was in a back three, really, I guess, with John Stones and Carl Walker. Looked absolutely at their level. And that's what makes him so valuable, really, isn't it? It's his durability and his versatility as well as his quality. Is he somebody that I think would be the centre back for a team that wins the Champions League? Well, Nacho won the Champions League with Real Madrid on a million different occasions. Is he a lot better than Konsa? Not sure. Is he as good as John Stones going forward into midfield? Probably not, but that's not his strength, really, is it? And I even heard, one podcast talking about how on the ball, he's maybe not the best ball playing centre back. All right, he's not Pau Torres on the ball. I actually think he's a lot better on the ball than he's given credit for, though. Interesting. I just think Konsa's a really, really quality player, and I think, as I say, I think what gives him extra value is not just his quality, it's his versatility and durability and his ability to fit into any kind of role. And the fact that, if you look at the various injury crisis teams have had in recent times, he doesn't really seem to get injured, does he? Touch wood that, continues, but it's very rare. Only the Sheffield United away game this season where he was out for about 3 weeks after when he got a knee injury. Can I think of really any occasion he's had any spell out really for Villa since he joined us from Brentford many moons ago for 11 million quid. What a bargain that is. So I'm absolutely delighted for Konsa that he, got that recognition for England. I think generally the punditry were raving about him, but sort of saying things about him that, to be quite frank, as Villa fans, we've all known about him for many, many years. So fantastic for him. And I can't say that I'm particularly enjoying watching England. I think it is reminding me a bit of Steven Gerrard ball, where it's moments of magic, really. I don't think it's tactically the greatest football I'm ever seeing. Some people would argue that England are kind of emulating the style of Didier Deschamps at France. I actually don't think Deschamps has to play that way for France. I think their squad is absolutely incredible. I think they could go for it if they wanted. There's probably an argument to be made that teams are tired in June and July. Hence why, after a long, hard season, hence why teams have to be a bit more cautious. I'm not sure I necessarily buy that. I think Deschamps has just set a tone that teams take that approach and think that's the way to be successful, because that's how he found success in World Cup 2018, playing in a more, cautious manner. But in fact, there's various teams of the past that have gone for it in tournaments and won. Italy in 2021, Argentina at the World Cup in 2022. Teams that just bloody went for it. You don't have to be, reactive and just dull as hell to watch, which is kind of what I think England are. I think England have had a bit of a look at the draw with how the draw's set out. No, can't take away from the fact that England have got to the semi-final. It's fantastic. And have consistently seemed to go quite far in tournaments since 2018, since Southgate came in. But it just feels like it's just kind of reacting to the moment, getting a bit lucky at times, really, and then just getting bailed out from the fact that England have some absolutely fantastic players. Players like Bellingham who can pull off a bicycle kick in the 95th minute against Slovakia, or Bukayo Saka who can pull out a fantastic goal like he did against Switzerland. I'm sure people will have different opinions on it. It's not right or wrong. Let me know what you think. A lot of people watching this won't be too bothered about England. Some people won't be English. Various parts of the world that watch this and listen to our podcast. So, let me know what you think about the Euros in general as well. I think first two rounds started off brilliantly, really, really exciting. And Turkey, Austria, particularly Austria, I loved them. I think the Netherlands have been okay at times. Spain have been fantastic. I think Spain have been the best team, but they've got a lot of suspensions, or a fair few suspensions, missing a few key players as well for the France semi-final. So I've just got this horrible feeling France are going to just defend their way through it. That's not to say I dislike France. I don't. I think I think they've got absolutely fantastic players. I just don't really like watching them. I don't like the way Deschamps sets the teams up. It's just not fun to watch, and that's why I hope Spain do it. So yeah, there we go. Otherwise, but back to Aston Villa. That was a bit of filler, wasn't it? Not all Villa. Signings wise, what's going to happen in the next month? Well, with the Euros sort of drawing to an end soon and the Copa America, you have to start to think that that sort of transfer gossip will start to rack up again. Various players that will be linked with. Mario Hermoso, I see, is the one going around. I've done 2 interviews on Mario Hermoso with Rui Barlow, the editor of Football España, and I'll be sure to try and get another one if, let's say he chooses Aston Villa over somewhere like a Napoli or an Internazionale, wherever it is he ends up. He's a quality player. He's a great ball-playing centre-back. Great backup to Pau Torres, or maybe he wouldn't be backup to Pau Torres. Maybe Aston Villa take on a whole new tactical approach, which we might see when we play Warsaw in a couple of weeks in our as pre-season kicks off, and as we see on the US trip we're going to go on. It's going to be interesting to see if there is a kind of, because great teams always evolve, don't they? And great managers and coaches always evolve. And if we just continue with the way we're playing, it's worked for us. Why save a sailing ship? But at the same time, I think to have a bit more versatility and to go into a game where, I think teams now know exactly what they're going to get with Villa. Doesn't mean they're going to be able to stop them, but it also isn't simple, really. If Villa have a second sort of approach or a third approach and could go into it where they go, let's imagine we signed a Hermoso or a similar ball-playing centre-back. Let's say you have an Hermoso as part of a back three with a Pau Torres and a Ezri Konsa. And then you have 2 full wing-backs in a Ian Matson or a Samuel Arling Jr. And on the right, Nedeljkovic. Ken Kessler-Hayden's there. Matty Cash, he can fit into that role as well. So plenty more to come, I think, in that regard. Let me know what you think. Very happy for Konsa. Very happy for Ollie Watkins. I hope the two of them go on and win the Euros. It would be magnificent. If there's any updates this week on transfers, various other Villa things, for instance, ticket prices, I'll try and get somebody on for an interview. Get a little bit more expertise on that, which is what we've always done on this channel since we started 3.5 years ago, and it's what we will continue to do going forward. Up the mighty Villa.